So you might be not so shocked to hear that for many years now I've been a big fan of the Logitech G products, and even yet so, just the standard MX series as well. In fact, my current setup is actually using the G915 TKL and the G502X Plus. But however, since I'd gone to another manufacturer's 60% keyboard earlier this year, I've been itching to go back to this size, but with something a bit more reliable in terms of productivity, gaming, and more so, connectivity. Enter the Logitech Pro X60. This keyboard comes in a price point of £180, however, over the course of the Logitech Play Days event, you'll be able to get this in a cheaper deal. So don't forget to go and click on the link in the description down below. This is a 60% mechanical keyboard with optical switches and boasts a 1 millisecond response time. The height is a mere 290mm with a width of 103mm and a depth of 39mm. When picking your colour, you also get to pick between tactile or linear switches. However, these switches aren't globally friendly, they are much more of a Logitech proprietary design, so if you are wanting to replace these, you'll have to go down the route of getting the correct fittings yourself or from Logitech. There are 3 different connection methods, those being Logitech's 2.4 GHz Lightspeed wireless connection, Bluetooth, and finally a wired connection. Coming from the other products I've used before, I know off the bat I'm instantly be going for the Lightspeed connection. And yeah, it's very, very handy, especially the fact is with this being a 60% keyboard, to have it wireless is very nice. And pairing that with the Bluetooth connectivity, you can actually have this between 2 different computers at once. Inside the box, you're presented with a solid carry case for when you're on the move with this thing. Inside this, you then have the keyboard itself, some instructions, the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle, a spare escape key in case you don't actually want the Logitech G Escape keycap, and finally a 6-foot cable to connect it to your computer. Off the bat, you can tell this boy is weighty. The construction feels very solid, exactly what you expect from a Logitech G product. Underneath the keyboard, you have 2 kickstands with an 8-degree height option on them, as well as a nice dock for putting your wireless dongle when you're not using it so you don't misplace it. The keycaps out of the box are dual shot PBT and feel very well manufactured. But how do they sound? On the top side of the keyboard, you will get your on and off switch and 2 buttons to switch between either the Lightspeed or Bluetooth connections. And along the left side, you get a caps lock like indicator and a handy little roller for volume control. And finally, on the right hand side, a switch to toggle between normal mode and gaming mode, which disables the Windows keys and any others you customize within the software, just to make sure you don't accidentally press these while in deep focus mode in Apex Legends. These are all very nice cities to have, especially with the fact that this is still a 60% form factor keyboard. Speaking of the size factor, even though we're missing media keys across the top as well as maybe a RGB controller like larger keyboard models have, this functionality is all still possible with the inclusion of a function key and a secondary key feature. So if you want to dim the lights, start and stop media, or even use the arrow keys, you can do all this by pressing down on the function keys and pressing one of the coinciding keys. One final point I'd like to mention too is the extra care they brought in to fix the issue I've had with many other mechanical optical switch keyboards. To reduce that thunk of the spacebar, they have done this by adding extra padding in between the switches and foam inside the spacebar itself. A very nice touch. Like other Logitech G products, you can fully customize your experience of the keyboard through their G Hub software. Through this, you can customize your RGB experience as well as key macros and different profiles. You can select these quickly using the function key and your keyboard shortcuts. Overall, it's quite an easy step-by-step process in setting everything up. So let's get on to some things I wish this keyboard had, even though it might not be some things I myself would notice being a general consumer. In comparison to other competitors out there for the same price point, and for this to be a pro product for say esports players, I don't know how Logitech missed the play of not having rapid triggers with customization built into this product. They vouch on the website that the keys are fully customizable, but in terms of what you'd expect from a product at this price point, it just isn't there. And in comparison to my Matrix keyboard, having some more dampening between the top layer and the PCB board would have been nice, While this isn't the loudest keyboard I've used before, looking at you Razer Huntsman, it definitely could have been a bit quieter with all of this in mind. So even though we're missing some of these niceties and key features for pro models and esports players, you're probably wondering, will the Logitech Pro X60 be in my permanent setup from now on? And the answer is going to be yes. This keyboard is everything that I'd expect from a Logitech G product, and I've been missing that 60% form factor on my desk, and even more so with the 2.4 GHz wireless connection, I definitely feel like I'm onto a winner here. And since I'm not one of those dialed in pro keyboard players that want everything and more from a product, if like me you are just a general consumer that wants something out of the box that just works, or maybe you want to upgrade from something in the lower budget price point range, then the Pro X60 could definitely be a good solid option for you to go for. Keyboards I know are a very personal thing to go through, and maybe I'm nearing the end of my road in terms of messing around with out of the box solutions. But for now, until I delve into that slightly more expensive hobby, this thing is not moving. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments about this keyboard. If Logitech did a revamp of it, would you want to see some more improvements from them? What do you think they could add it to really take on the competition? And don't forget, if you liked the video, hit that like button, or if you want to see more content like this on this channel, smash that subscribe button. And don't forget, if you want to pick yourself up one of these during the Logitech G Play Days event at a cheaper price overall, check out the link in the description. But until the next video, I'll catch you then. See ya.